A couple days ago when I broke down the This Is Hardcore lineup, we realized that there were a lot of legacy and boomercore bands on the list. It should have been called This Was Hardcore. But if you're not looking for a nostalgia fix, if you want modern day hardcore punk rock music, it's Sound and Fury you want. Hey ladies, how's it going? Dan Frampton here, and I thought today we would go through the Sound and Fury lineup real quick. Alright, let's sail through the air here on an inflatable orca to see the full lineup. Oh, it's beautiful. It's in alphabetical order. It's very communist in its approach. There's no one bigger band than the other. Everybody is equal, it's just alphabetical. You gotta love to see it. And at first glance, it basically looks like a list of my favorite bands. Let's start with Angel Dust, former members of Trapped Under Ice in this more poppy pop punk type project is amazing. I love this group. Every single record of theirs is something that I enjoy. Next band, Anxious. They put out one of my favorite records this year. This is shaping up to be a pretty good time. We got Big Laugh coming in from Milwaukee, and Broken Vow's gonna bring their brand of New England hardcore, which is pretty brutal. It's a very good brand of hardcore. But if you need a palate cleanser, there's gonna be a disco boy out there, and that's Cola Boy. Shine up them disco balls, put on them platforms and bell bottoms, and dance the night away, baby. Creeping Death, which is a nice little death metal project from Texas. If you like a guttural growl and a blast beat, these guys are for you. Now, I kind of have a lot to say about Drug Church, but I'm going to save that for another video. There's a lot of opinions formulating inside of my brain, and I don't know if I'm ready to unleash those onto the internet. But they do bring out the crowd and make them move, so you know they're a good addition to this lineup. Fiddlehead, great band. Gate Creeper. Now, I've heard a lot about Gate Creeper, but I haven't heard them, I don't think. I can't really think of a song of theirs, but judging by their Instagram, they look pretty sick. Every time I mention I haven't heard or heard of a band, people lose their mind down there in the comments. So please, feel free to lose your mind. Never Ending Game, who are also on This Is Hardcore, and the Hardcore Festival happening in my home city in September. Hold Your Ground. I might break this one down soon too. My favorite pop punk group, which is a little bit of a super group called No Pressure. You know they're gonna make those slammers slam all over the goddamn place. It's gonna be a good time. Lots of elbow drops and acai moonsaults. One step closer. God damn, this thing just gets stronger and stronger. These guys are also on the This Is Hardcore, but they're a modern band. You see, we haven't had really too many legacy bands or boomercore bands yet. These are all people that are making records today, that are touring today, that are growing an audience today, not living in the past and off their previous audience. I haven't heard much of Pillars of Ivory until this poster drop, and this little EP is pretty good. I'd love to check them out. Alright, we got time for another palate cleanser. Throw in some Pity Sex for some indie rock vibes. That's pretty sick, I guess. I've been hearing a lot about praise lately, but I have not given them the time of day in order to give them praise. But I should really probably do that, because this imagery and this aesthetic is pretty sick. Now, I love the name Regional Justice Center for a band, and these guys are about as straightforward as you can be for a heavy band. You gotta love it. Not every band can get away with it, but when you can, it's friggin' awesome. Then we got Scowl. Everybody knows Scowl. That's pretty sick. You know, they're just getting on tour with Limp Bizkit right now, which is pretty dope. Show Me the Body, pretty famous band. They got themselves a blue check mark out here. Pretty sick. I haven't heard a lot from Slow Bleed. I should give these guys a listen too. Alright, looks like the Slammers slam. It looks like the people enjoy the music. Yeah, you should probably check these guys out if you're going to Sound and Fury, which happens to be the end of July 30th and 31st, apparently, in Los Angeles. Oh, another one of my favorite hardcore bands, Brody King's God's Hate. Gotta love these guys. Bringing my passions for hardcore music and professional wrestling together on a stage. I'm not gonna throw that out of bed for wearing rubber boots. We got Soul Blind out here. They're not really my thing. A little bit too sugary sweet. I wish this was Soul Glow instead, but alas, it is not. Now, for some reason, people think that I don't like Gridiron just because I called their record mid. And because I called their record mid wasn't to, like, call it down. I said a lot of nice things about that record, and I actually think it was pretty good. And hell, I like it more than 90% of music in the world. So I don't know how I got the reputation of Gridiron hater just because I think their record's mid. We got Speed from Sydney. I don't know if this is the actual Speed that's playing. It's like Speed is just a very generic name for a band, and I don't know if this is the band, but if this is the band, hell yeah, fucking yeah, all day long. Then we got the Sweethearts Engulfed. Fuck, I love these guys. And then we got Coyo, another one of my favorite groups out today that are just making the slammer slam all over the place. These guys are fucking amazing. So already I am more hyped about this fest than This Is Hardcore, even though in my brain, This Is Hardcore is telling me that this is hardcore. But no. I think Sound and Fury is actually hardcore. We got Super Heaven out here. I'm not sure how I feel about that band name. It might grow on me, but at first I'm like, I don't know, Super Heaven's kind of lame as fuck. But then I see it on a t-shirt like this, and then I'm like, nah, it's actually kind of sick, and I think I get it now. So, Super Heaven, sick band. Now, if you need some straight edge flavors, you don't need to go any farther than Magnitude, one of the best straight edge bands going today. Alright, so now we do need a legendary old head band, but they are currently still putting out records, and that's Warfare. Definitely not a straight edge band, but one of my favorite hardcore bands going today. If you want great vocals, if you want great riffs, if you want breakdowns, if you just want to jump around and have a good time, then you don't need to go any farther than Mindforce. These guys are fucking awesome. They're just about as New York as you could get without being a parody of a New York hardcore band. They're just so deeply passionate about this kind of music, and it just bleeds through with every line that he screams. We're gonna end it off with another band that I just can't say enough good things about, and that's Zulu. If you guys have been watching this channel for a long time, you know that I like to shout out Zulu as often as I can, because these guys are making some of the best music. Not just the best hardcore, not just the best punk rock, not just the best metal flavored heavy type music. No. These guys are making some of the most important music in the world today. I think these guys are on a whole different level. They're on a whole different wavelength. And to me, they're the most special music project on earth. End of statement. Okay, that's gonna be about it. I've been Dan Frampton. That was Sound and Fury 2022. If you're in the area, go check it out. Until my next upload, watch another upload.